Now to the cackling witch herself, Joy Behar from The View, whose jealousy is something to behold.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
Here is Joy objectifying the White House press secretary, saying she only has the job because she's hot.
Joy Behar's sudden departure from The View has sent shockwaves through the media world, leaving fancial remarks, has weathered many storms over the years, fans, critics, and even her co-host's stunned role in her downfall, with Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit looming in the air. While ABC has remained tight-lipped about this, the longtime panelist known for her unfiltered opinions and controversial background, many are asking Behar once and for all. The controversy erupted. However, this latest scandal seems to have finally pushed things too far. After Behar made remarks about Karoline Leavitt, Donald Trump's specifics behind her exit, speculation is growing that legal trouble played a significant press secretary, whether the legal battle forced the network to cut ties with
the ever-empowering feminist Joy herself, everyone. And this is why, of course, she's on The View and not working for the most powerful man in the world.
History as a vocal advocate for women's rights and empowerment made the backlash that were widely condemned as both inappropriate. Leavitt was not selected for her political expertise or appropriate and hypocritical. During a segment on The View, she suggested that attractive. The comment immediately drew gasps from the audience and her fellow professional experience, but rather because, in Trump's eyes, she was physically even more intense. For years, she had a political spectrum, calling out Behar for reducing a woman in politics to nothing more than her appearance. Behar's analysts seemed momentarily caught off guard. Social media backlash was swift, with critics from across the politics, media, and entertainment has been a champion of feminism, often calling out sexism and
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
Here is Joy objectifying the White House press secretary, saying she only has the job because she's hot.
The situation escalated quickly when Karoline Leavitt decided to take legal action. Tags like number canceled Joy Behar and number fired Joy Behar. Disappointment that she would make such an offhanded and dismissive remark. Behar began trending as viewers expressed their outrage, even some of her most beliefs, making a remark that many saw as degrading and dismissive. Rather than immediately addressing the controversy, Behar brushed off the criticism. In minutes, Twitter exploded with criticism, and #loyal fans struggled to defend her this time, with many appearing unconcerned by the growing outrage. However, yet in this instance, she seemed to contradict her own.
Because Karoline would wipe the floor with you bitter banshees any day.
How well you can do your job, and the American people agree with that sentiment. So it's about confidence, skill, and merit.
Statement or information. According to legal experts, the lawsuit alleges that Behar aiming to discredit Leavitt and cast doubt on her credibility, potentially damaging to Leavitt's professional reputation. The complaint suggests that her statements were made with malicious and media appearance. Leavitt made the bold move of filing a lawsuit, accusing Behar of Behar's remarks were not just offensive, but instead of merely condemning Behar's comments in Aspire. While the network has stood by Behar through past controversies, the legal implications of this lawsuit created an entirely new level of concern. ABC soon found itself caught in the crossfire.
The president is focused on ensuring that the most competent individuals, the best and the brightest in this country, are in positions in this federal government.
We're reportedly holding emergency meetings to discuss the best course of action. Scenes, tensions at The View were reportedly at an all-time high. Staff members were divided, with some backing Behar could tarnish their reputation. If they cut ties with her, they would lose one of their most recognizable and outspoken personalities. Behind the executive decision, as the lawsuit put them in a precarious position. If they defended Behar, they risked becoming embroiled in a legal battle that Behar and others believing that she had finally crossed a line she couldn't recover from. Sources claim that discussions about possible consequences were already taking place.
Joy Behar may have your jobs because of wokeness, but do not smear a competent professional woman like Karoline Leavitt.
With executives considering options such as issuing a suspension, requiring a formal apology, or even forcing Behar to step down, the lawsuit had turned what might have been a temporary media storm into a full-blown crisis for ABC. Then came the unexpected announcement. Joy Behar was leaving The View. The official statement from ABC was vague, simply stating that she had decided to step away. However, the timing of her exit, coming so soon after the lawsuit was filed.
With your nonsense, and don't lie about this being her first job. We know what you're doing there.
fueled widespread speculation that her departure was not entirely voluntary. Many now believe that ABC executives made the decision behind closed doors, determining that the lawsuit, combined with the growing backlash, had made her presence on the show unsustainable. Reactions to Behar's exit were mixed. Some celebrated her departure, arguing that she had long been given a free pass for her controversial statements and that it was time for her to face real consequences. Others felt that ABC had caved under pressure, removing one of The View's most outspoken voices due to political backlash. The debate over whether Behar deserved to be removed or if she was the victim of cancel culture quickly became just as heated as the original controversy. With Behar gone, questions remain about what's next for The View. ABC must now decide whether to replace her, and if so, who would be bold enough to fill the void left by her departure. There's also the question of how the lawsuit will proceed now that Behar is no longer on the show. Some wonder if ABC will reach a settlement with Leavitt to avoid further legal troubles, or if the case will go to court, further damaging the network's reputation. The broader implications of this controversy extend beyond The View. This situation highlights the growing scrutiny placed on media personalities and raises important questions about accountability in television. Can talk show hosts continue making inflammatory remarks without consequences? Does Behar's exit signal a shift in how networks handle controversies involving their most outspoken personalities? Will this case set a new precedent for how defamation lawsuits impact public figures? Behar, for her part, has remained largely silent since her departure, leading to even more speculation about her next move. Some believe she will eventually speak out, either defending her remarks or addressing her exit in a way that reclaims control of the narrative. Others think she may choose to quietly retreat from the spotlight, avoiding further damage to her legacy. Whether or not she returns to television remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: her sudden departure marks the end of an era for The View. As ABC grapples with the fallout, it's clear that this controversy is far from over. Whether the network chooses to revamp the show, replace Behar with another fiery personality, or take a more cautious approach moving forward, The View will never quite be the same. The audience, too, will have to decide whether they still trust the show without one of its most polarizing figures. What do you think? Was Joy Behar's departure justified, or was she unfairly targeted? Will The View suffer from losing her, or was this a necessary change? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more updates on this ongoing media firestorm. This story is still unfolding. Stay tuned for the next big development.